Good morning, friends. How are you? It's Sunday. Today, I'm gonna introduce myself. But probably, I should get dressed first. Oh, now this is more like it. OMG. I was talking and I just realized I wasn't recording. Story of my life. But okay, I am in a great place to introduce myself to you guys now, and I think it's about time. We're halfway through the 30 days. We're not quite halfway through the 30 days, but better late than never, right? So for those of you who don't know, my actual name is Kim, but I go by Kim, Kimberly, Kimberly J, K, or even Special K. So who am I? Well, you guys have been getting to know me, Kim, the person with these Kicking It with K videos. That's just me. That's everyday life. It's who I am. Special K is an aspect of me, and no, I do not have multiple personalities or anything like that. However, I have different names for different aspects of things that I do. So, Special K, I am a spoken word artist and entertainer and performer. And Special K is my stage name. And a lot of people are like, well, how'd you pick the name Special K? It's a cereal, or it's a drug. And actually, funny, not so funny story, I went to like one of my first or second open mics, and one of my good friends was with me, and I went to sign up, and I looked at the list, and every name on the list, there was about 15 people, and every name on the list was not those people's government name. And I was just like, what do I write? Like, I didn't want to write my name because nobody else had written their government name, and I didn't know what to write. And I was taking a really long time. Like, this was a really big deal to me. I didn't know what I was supposed to write. The host was like, just write your name. And people were waiting behind me, like a line was forming. And my friend was like, girl, if you don't stop being so special. And I was like, that's it, I'm gonna write Special. And then I didn't feel like special was enough. And then the host said, K, hurry up. And I was just like, that's it, Special K. So that is how I formulated my stage name, and then kind of developed a presence and a personality to go with that character. So if you don't know, I hate to break it to you, but Special K is a character made up. Some of me is incorporated into that character, but a lot of it's not real. A lot of it. And I can't explain it to you. It's just one of those things that you have to see, and you'll understand. You'll know immediately what I'm talking about, and what others talk about when they say that they can tell the difference between Kim and Special K, because there is a difference, and it's by design that way. Special K is a character, a performance character, and an entertainer. And yeah, so not real. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. If you want a chance to interact with the character Special K or Special K, I am September 15th in Richmond, Virginia is the monthly artist vibe out with Real True Poet and friends, and I am honored to be a resident friend, aka resident host and resident poet. So I would love for you guys to come out. That is September 15th. Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at about 8:15, 8:30, and it's here in Richmond, Virginia at Sunday Service Soul Food. So I will put that in the description below if you want to come out, or if you're in get here distance. I'd love to have you be in the audience and say hey. But again, when at a show, you're not dealing with Kim, you're not dealing with Kay, you're not dealing with Kimberly, you're not dealing with Kimberly J. You are getting 100% Special K. So yeah, so that's Special K. I have also, under Special K, I have released an album, a spoken word album titled Wordspiration Awakens by Special K. It is not just words, it's got some music, and I had a lot of great people working on the music, the background, the tracks to each poem. It's a full-length album, so it's 11 poems. I think runtime is about 46 minutes. Yeah, so I have that. You want a physical copy, let me know, and we'll work that out. Physical copies of the CD are $15, and I do not have any more of the jump drives on hand, but I will be getting some more of those soon. Okay, so that's Special K. What else? All right, Kimberly J. Kimberly J is an author. I have written a book, Journey to Forgiveness, a 30-day devotional by Kimberly J. And that book is, you guys know I love God. I love me some Jesus. It is a devotional. It does reference God. It does reference scripture. However, if you are one of my friends or family or whatever we are, and you are not so into Jesus, or you're not into Jesus at all, it's not forcing you to be into Jesus. And I've had people tell me who are atheists that they read the book and skipped over the scripture parts, and they read it as an actual book and not as a 30-day devotional. They read it all in pretty much like 1 or 2 settings, and that's awesome to hear. So it's a book for everybody. It is Journey to Forgiveness, 30-day devotional. I also have a Journey to Forgiveness journal that can go hand in hand with the book, or it can be separate. They can be their own separate thing. If you want those, please let me know, and I will be sure to get those links to you. And I prefer you buy the window's open right here. I'm at the office in the building, and the window is open, and like cars keep going by, and so I'm looking to make sure that nobody's about to come in, because I think that would be awkward. But okay, so I prefer you get the book for me, but you know, so that's Journey to Forgiveness, a 30-day devotional, or Journey to Forgiveness, the journal. And also under Kimberly J, like I said, I do some motivational speaking and conference facilitating, workshop facilitating, things like that, because I got a lot to say. So that's Kimberly J. Let's see. And then there is Kim, and that's me. That's who you guys have been getting to know. Kim is a homeschooling consultant, a homeschooling mama here in the state of Virginia. And homeschooling is my passion. I really, really am enthusiastic about it, but I'm enthusiastic about education, period. And for a long time, I was an advocate for children in the city, in Richmond, Virginia. I've sued the school board here in Richmond, Virginia, because they were doing a disservice to our kids. And that was, oh my gosh, that was like 7 years ago. No, it was like 10 years ago now, where I did that. But I have been a fierce advocate of education and providing children with experiences that they don't normally see in the 4 corners of where they live. So that's me. If you want to talk about homeschooling, if you just need some encouragement, if you just need some like guidance, I'm here for you. Also, I do lesson planning. So if you're like, I want to homeschool, but I don't know how to do this, and I need somebody to do it for me, I'm more than happy to sit down and talk to you about that. Yeah. So I also I love it. I love teaching. I love educating, but I'm not in this school anymore. I was a Head Start. I was an early childhood educator, so Head Start VPI, VIP program, VPI program. But I'm not in the school system anymore. I'm not in the public sector at all. So, but yeah, I will advocate for you if need be. So that's Kim. Also, Kim is a blogger. Though I haven't written anything in a while, life has got kind of woo. But I do have a blog, Divine Miss Kim's Time Travel, which is where I talk to dead people. And I'll go over my little catchphrases in a second. I'll go over the catchphrases in a second because I just think that they're like cute. But yeah, so I talk to dead people over there. And then I also do the Great Homeschool Adventure. And that's obviously about our homeschool. But again, I have not written on either of those in a while, and I hope to get those back up and running within the next couple of months. So hopefully by November, those will be up and running. What else? Who else am I? Oh, Kim. Also, I am an administrator. I'm a virtual administrator. So, but I'm only, I'm a local virtual administrator. And what I mean by that is that I work from home, obviously, because I'm homeschooling. I have very crazy hours that I do your virtual work. But also I stay local, because if I need to see you, or if I need to come to your office to clean it up or get some files or place some files, I can do that. And I know that it's done without having to trust that you will check your email and that you will file it or whatever. So I just stay local, and it's working for me right now. So that's what I do. Okay, so catchphrases. Under Special K, you guys know Special K is a cereal. It's also a drug. I think it's K amphetamine, I think is what it is. I don't know. I don't do drugs. I just know it's a drug. So Special K is better than any cereal and more addictive than any drug. One taste of her words and you'll be begging for your next fix. Take a listen today and get addicted to Special K. And okay, so I don't know how I came up with that. That's the general basic one. I change it up every now and then, but that's like the basis of it. And I, like, a lot of people were like, especially I perform in all over the world via Zoom. I have actually gone to the UK and performed. That was awesome. But a lot of the UK audience, when I was first introducing myself to them, or when they were first meeting Special K, they would be like, "Are you a cereal? What? That's a cereal. Like, you know, that's a cereal, right? That's a cereal here." And so I figured I had to say something that addressed, yes, I know Special K is a cereal, but it's also me. It's who I am. It's poetry. And then I talk to dead people. Got your attention, right? Well, I don't believe in seances or anything like that. Though, if you go back a few videos, a lot of videos, you will see that I did try tarot reading, a couple different forms, because I am open to what people, I'm open. I am open. I believe in God, but I am open to other things. And I really believe that closed-minded is how we don't grow. So I am open to experiencing other things. And I believe, I'm trying to be really careful about how I say this, but okay, so I believe in when you have a relationship with God, and as Christians, there are spirits, and there are things that God uses. There are prophets, and those are like prophets could be considered fortune tellers, or prophets could be considered tarot readers. They're just a different name. I don't even want to say working for different entities, because that's not necessarily true. There are Christians who read tarot cards. There are non-Christians who read tarot cards. There are people who claim to be Christians and are prophets but are not Christian. And there are Christians who believe in God who really are prophets. And so, yeah. So I just I'm open to it all. I believe that we have to be open in order to grow and have successful growth. So, yeah. I hope that made sense. I'm not trying to go there and have that conversation. But anyway, so I just want to, yeah. So, I don't even know why I was saying, I talk to dead people. It gets your attention, and people are like, what? And then that gives me a chance to say, oh no, I do genealogy. And I do genealogy, like my family research. It's a hobby, and then I've turned into a blog, Divine Miss Kim's Time Travel. And I don't just say, like, in the Bible it says, and Jacob begot so-and-so, and so-and-so begot so-and-so, or in a lot, sorry, I feel like my nose is running. It's not, but I feel like it is. Okay, and then, or like some genealogists will just be like, this is my mother and my mother's mother and her mother's mother, and I can trace it back all the way to whatever year. Of course, I want to know those things about my family, or about your family too, if you ask me to look into it. But I also want to tell the stories of those people. And that's what I mean by I talk to dead people. So I research somebody in my family, and then I strive to tell a story about them. So, yeah, yeah, I can't think of any of the stories I've told recently, because it's been a while, but I can tell you the one that has been niggling me and working, and I'm trying to work through, is the story of Ephraim. Ephraim is one of my great grandfathers on my grandfather's side, my mother's family side, my grandfather. Ephraim is like as far back as I can go. And I just want to tell his story. And I believe that he was a slave, but also I am learning that Ephraim, the name Ephraim, means hiding place. And I wonder if his parents knew that. And also from Ephraim came, I can't remember if it was Ephraim's son or if it was Ephraim's grandson, but from Ephraim's, I say Ephraim, my grandmother says Ephraim, I say Ephraim, but from Ephraim, either his son or his grandson was one of the founding pastors of the first Black church in the area that I grew up in. And I'm really excited about that, because it just means so much. I'm like, from the hiding place came a pastor who started a church, or who helped to start a church for Black people immediately after slavery. And that's really interesting. So I'm working on his story. But it's taking a minute, because like I said, time, and you gotta do research, and I wanna get it right. So yeah, so that's one of the stories that I'm working on over there. Another thing that I'm working on, and this is not my family per se, but I was once married and he passed away. I don't know what to call him. We were never, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he passed away, and circumstances as it were, he was not given a proper funeral. Or not a proper funeral. Well, yes, a proper funeral, like where people could go and remember him. An obituary wasn't even written. And that makes me really sad, because he had an awesome life, and I want to tell his story. And I'm just kind of waiting for the right words and the right things to come to me, because his story is so awesome. And I don't want to write it as an obituary. I want to write it as a celebration of his life. So that's another thing that I'm working on. And so that's what I mean when I say I talk to dead people. Another example of what I mean when I say I talk to dead people. Maybe a year or two ago, I was working on the story of one of my relatives. I don't even remember his name. And he was a soldier in the Civil War. And I was working. And then I dreamt about him. I dreamt about this Civil War soldier. And I find clues that way. Like, I will dream about the things that I'm researching, and in my dreams I'm able to see things that I don't actually see that's right in front of me, or maybe that's like a thought that I had that's like in the background. So yeah, so I talk to dead people. I'm better than any drug, more addicted than any cereal. One taste of my words and you will be hooked and begging for your next fix of Special K. Yeah, I'm an admin. I am a homeschooling mama and consultant, and that's me. I like to have fun. So now you know me. I would love for you to tell me a little bit about you. So please drop me a comment. Let me know, you want to talk about anything that I mentioned. I'm happy to chat with you. Whatever, let me know. I would very much appreciate it, as always, if you hit the like button, if you share, tell people about it. I am trying to grow my channel. I really am. I seem to be stuck at 189 subscribers, and I really just want to break 200. My real goal is that I want to get to 250, but the immediate goal is break 200. So that's 11 subscribers. So if 11 of you could just find it in your heart to subscribe and help me break that 200 mark, I would be very appreciative. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to find me on the other socials. Another thing that I do with Special K on Facebook every Saturday is I do Strong Finish Saturday. I motivate you to finish your week strong and to start your week strong. And that's only available on Facebook on Saturdays. There's no set time, so you can always catch the replay, but it's only on Facebook. Yeah, I do a lot of reels on Instagram, so find me on the other socials. I am on Twitter. I am having a decent amount of trouble maintaining the Twitters. I mainly just watch. I don't really post a lot. I'm gonna get better at that though. And that's it. So yeah, that's me. Who are you? I really want to know. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Until we meet again, peace, love, happiness, a little bit of hair grease, and don't forget to be kind, because kindness is free and it costs you nothing. And you never know how it can impact somebody's life. So be an impact today. Bye, guys.